Welcome back to Simply Fajika, a place for budding and aspiring entrepreneurs. And if you are a new home care agency owner or you're aspiring to be one, then you have landed in the right place. My name is Fajika, and in this video, I want to give you 7 tips on how to start and run a successful home care agency. So if that's something that you're interested in, and I hope that it is, then stay tuned. Before we jump into today's content, I do have a couple of reminders for you. If you are a small business owner and you are looking for payroll services, please reach out to me via email. Send me an email at simplyfajika@yahoo.com. I am in partnership with ADP and I can help you to get 4 months free payroll if you decide to make the switch to them. So again, if you're interested, send me an email at simplyfajika@yahoo.com. The second item that I wanted to discuss with you is I wanted to share that I have started a second YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to our personal walks with the Lord. So if you're looking for motivation, inspiration, and just some of those Bible verses that you can stand on so that we can get through this human experience, then that is the place for you. Please join me at the Abundant Place. I would love to see you there. Okay, let's jump in. So the first tip that I have for you is you want to start with a solid foundation. So your home care agency is much more than licensing. It's about really starting with a clear defined mission. In other words, why are you starting this? Why this particular business? Because that mission is going to be the foundation to which you build your business upon. You want to also make sure that you have policies and procedures that are aligned with your state's requirements, but they enforce and spell out what are the processes, what are the policies that your agency will function on. So I know that some of you need help with your policies and procedures. This is something that I can certainly assist with. So I've done a couple of videos on how to do your policies and procedures, but if beyond that you still need assistance, please don't forget to reach out to me at simplyfajika@yahoo.com. The last point I want to talk in your foundation is making sure that you have adequate coverage for your business. This means insurance. This means liability coverage. This means understanding the state regulations that your state have put together to ensure that you have a solid business operation. The second tip that I have for you is hiring the right caregivers. I cannot say this in this community enough. Hiring is not going to be a one and done item for you. This is something that you are constantly going to be doing in your business, but you don't want to hire to fill seats. You really want to make sure that you are hiring people that are compassionate, that care about what they do. Because beyond you onboarding your client and beyond them signing up with you, it is your caregiver that is going to be the face of your agency. You want to make sure you're looking at the whole person. Both what are the professional skills that they bring to you in addition to their soft skills to say, is this person someone that I want representing my agency? Very, very important. The other tip that I want to talk about here is making sure that you have a strong, robust hiring process. And I always tell my agency owners that sometimes this process develops over time, but you just want to make sure that as you evolve and as you change, and as your business changes, that your hiring process is a reflection of that. The third tip that I have for you is start marketing early. You really don't want to wait until you feel like marketing to do it. You want to let people know about your presence early and as quick as possible. So I've done so many videos on how to market your agency. Please go back and check one of those out. But just for the purposes of this video, just a couple of tips for you. Make sure you have a strong website that people can go visit, find out more about you and your agency. You definitely want to have a Google business profile. I can't remember the statistic now, but I think we all know that most people that do searches for businesses, that starts on Google. So you want to make sure that you have a presence on that search engine. The biggest takeaway that I have here is you don't need to be everywhere. But wherever you are, the key here is to be strategic and to be consistent. The fourth tip that I have for your success is know your numbers. So this is not just about how much you're charging per hour, right? This is, what are your expenses? What does it take to run your agency? How much are you going to pay your caregivers? Better yet, how much are you going to pay your very experienced caregivers as opposed to someone new to the industry? These are all items that you need to understand how to run and operate your business. Another tip that I wanted to share with you here is, too many of us are pricing ourselves too low just in order to capture that client. You don't want to do that, because not only are you lowering your revenue, but you'll actually run into cash flow issues later. So you want to make sure that you take the time to know your numbers, know what your clients can do and what you can do as an agency, so you can properly assist them. The fifth tip that I have for you is communication. Communication is everything. You want to make sure that a person doesn't feel like, now that you have their business, that you're not checking in on them. Remember, consistent communication really builds trust between your clients, you and your clients' families, and also your caregivers. So you always want to make sure that you don't shy away from communication, but at the same time, you are ready to communicate. Not all communication is going to be positive. You're going to have critical conversations. You're going to have to receive criticism. So what does that look like when someone comes to you with something you don't necessarily want to hear? So this is what I mean by making sure that whatever communication that is occurring, that you're showing up 100% and willing to lean into those communications in order for your business to benefit from it. The sixth tip that I have for you is, be patient, but also be persistent. I definitely want to talk to some of my home care agencies in this tip that have been doing this for a minute, and you feel like you haven't reaped the benefits of your hard work. So I just always like to tell people, you may not have a full caseload in 1 month. You may not have that in 2 months, but know that it is coming, and take a real deep look. Take a real deep look at your process. What are the things that you're doing? If it's not benefiting you, do you need to change it? Do you need to revise your approach? Do you need to do something different? Okay. These are questions that you need to ask yourself, that so that you can develop that plan. You can't just go at everything full force. Be strategic. The last tip that I have for you in this video is, just remember your why. So this is kind of different than your mission, right? Even though I would say they're closely related. Your why is your purpose, right? So your why is, why did you get into this? I think about, and I've talked about this woman so many times on this channel, I don't even remember her name. But when I think about my mom so many years ago, looking into a penny saver to find a caregiver that could help her take care of her husband at that time. We didn't know when my mom hired her that this woman would actually end up helping to take care of my mom as well before she passed on. And I think of this woman, how excellent she was, how she truly served both of my parents. It became my why. It became my reason, because you want to make sure that when people are needing assistance in their life, that they are getting good quality care. It's not just about anyone coming into your home, right? It's about someone that cares about what they're doing. They will care about your loved one and do their best. Okay. So your why may be similar to mine. It could be completely different. Whatever your why is, really understand it, because as business ebbs and flows, you have up times, you have down times. You want to remember your why to carry you through. So, just a last message from me. If you are a new home care agency owner, or you're aspiring to be one, remember, you got this. There's a reason why you were chosen for this assignment. There is something that you bring to this industry that no one else can do. Okay. No one else can deliver what it is that you're able to do. So remember that. Okay. Keep going, be consistent, Be innovative, and that will take you and your business to where you need to be. Okay, so if you did enjoy this content, I would ask that you do me a favor and like this video, share my content with other like-minded people, and then absolutely subscribe to my channel to ensure you don't miss when I drop a new video. That's all I have for you all today. Stay blessed.